Dear students, from the topic application of derivative, today we are going to discuss derivative as a rate measure. We know that dy by dx means rate of change of y with respect to x. Means it indicates or it calculates the rate of change of certain value with respect to another value. That is called as dy by dx. So we will discuss some examples related to derivative as a rate measure. So let us see here. First one, if each side of an equilateral triangle increases at the rate of root 2 centimeter per second, then find the rate of increase of its area when its side of length is 3 centimeter. Now this is the question on the basis of rate measure. Now let us see what is given here. Each side of an equilateral triangle increases at the rate root 2 centimeter per second. Means it is the rate of change of side, okay, with respect to time is given to you, that is root 2 centimeter per second, and we have to find out rate of change of its area when the side of length is 3 centimeter. So first of all, we will consider that x be the side of an equilateral triangle, because the information about side is given to you. That's why we have to consider x as the side of an equilateral triangle. Then the information about area is also given. So let us consider capital A be the area of an equilateral triangle. Now mathematically, what is given to you? See here, given that rate of change of side means rate of change of side with respect to time is given, that is dx by dt. You can mention it as dx by dt, which is equal to root 2 centimeter per second. So see here the meaning of the derivative. Dx by dt indicates the rate of increase of side, that is given to you root 2 centimeter per second. And what we have to find out? We have to find out dA by dt, means rate of change of area with respect to time when x is equal to, see here, side of length 3 centimeter. That's why x is equal to 3 centimeter. So this is given condition, and this is what we have to find out when x is equal to 3 centimeter. Now in such type of questions, first of all, here we require the formula of area of an equilateral triangle. You must know the formula of area of an equilateral triangle. So just if you remember that, then we can write, we know that A is equal to root 3 by 4 into x square. This is the formula of an area of equilateral triangle. Now from dx by dt we have to find out dA by dt. So we have to differentiate this formula with respect to t. Then we will solve further. So differentiating both sides with respect to t, what will you get? See here, we get dA by dt is equal to, see left hand side you have to write dA by dt is equal to root 3 by 4 as it is, and derivative of x square with respect to t is 2x into dx by dt by chain rule. dA by dt is equal to root 3 by 4 into 2x into dx by dt. Now x is given to you, dx by dt is also given to you. So if you put all the values here perfectly, see here root 3 by 4 as it is, into 2 as it is, into 3 means x is given to you, and into root 2. Root 2 means dx by dt. Now by calculation further you will get 3 root 6 upon 2. See here, root 3 into root 2 is root 6. This is 3, and Here you can divide by 2. So we get 2 here. So 3 root 6 upon 2, or you can rewrite it as 3 root 3 upon root 2. So calculation is simple here, and hence what we get, dA by dt. dA by dt means, thus we can say that the area of an equilateral triangle is increasing at the rate of 3 root 3 upon root 2 centimeter square per second. This is our last answer. So see, whenever rate of change of certain quantity is given to you, then we have to apply the derivative. Means here, as we apply dx by dt, which is given to you, that is root 2 centimeter per second, and we have to find out dA by dt. And here in this case we require the formula of area of an equilateral triangle, and differentiating that we get the answer. Okay, so this is the question on rate measure, very simple question. Okay, now we will see another question. So let us see now. A spherical soap bubble is expanding so that its radius is increasing at the rate of 0.02 centimeter per second. See here, the rate of change of radius of a spherical soap bubble is given. Okay, we have to express it in mathematical form. Now at what rate is the surface area is increasing when its radius is 5 centimeter? That means we have to find out the rate of change of surface area of spherical soap bubble when the radius is 5 centimeter. Now mathematically, first of all, we will consider that r be the radius of soap bubble. R be the radius of soap bubble. Then we will consider A be the surface area of soap bubble at time t seconds. Okay. Now what we have to find out and what is given to you, see here, given that dr by dt, see, rate of change of radius is increasing, so that's why dr by dt is given to you 0.02 centimeter per second. And what we have to find out, we have to find out dA by dt when r is equal to 5 centimeter. Now here we require the formula of surface area of sphere. Spherical soap bubble is expanding, so it is a sphere. Geometrically it is sphere. So what is the formula of surface area? Here it is given. We know that A is equal to 4 pi r square. Remember this formula of surface area of sphere. So A is equal to 4 pi r square. Now differentiating with respect to t, differentiate both sides, we get here dA by dt. Now here 4 pi as it is into derivative of r square is 2r dr by dt. Now see what is given to you and what we have to calculate after this. So you can rewrite this as dA by dt is equal to 8 pi r into dr by dt. Now substitute given values here. So dA by dt is equal to 8 pi as it is into r means 5, which is given to you, into dr by dt is given 0.02. Now by calculating you will just get 0.8 pi. 0.8 pi. So it is the answer of dA by dt, and it is nothing but the surface area is increasing at the rate of 0.8 pi centimeter square per second. So see the answer here, dA by dt means the surface area is increasing at the rate of 0.8 pi centimeter square per second. So very simple example. Here we require the formula of surface area of sphere, and after differentiating you will get the answer by substituting proper values in it, proper given values in it. Okay. Now let us solve third one. See here, a particle moves along the curve. See here, equation of curve is given to you, 6y is equal to x cube plus 2. Particle moves along the curve 6y is equal to x cube plus 2. Now find the points of the curve at which y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. Means it is the rate of change of y coordinate and rate of change of x coordinate. There is a relation between rate of change of y coordinate and rate of change of x coordinate is given to you. Now with respect to time. Now first of all, we have given the equation of curve 6y is equal to x cube plus 2. What is the question? We have to find the points of the curve at which y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. So first of all, you have to consider this one as equation number 1. Now if you differentiate this with respect to t, then what will you get? See here, 6 as it is, derivative of y is dy by dt is equal to derivative of x cube is 3x square into dx by dt plus derivative of 2 is 0. So consider this as equation number 2. Now further, how will you write here? See, first of all, we will consider that the point on the curve, that is suppose x1 y1 be the point at which the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. Means we have to find out the value of x1 y1. So that's why we have to consider the one point x1 y1 on the curve where the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. Now see the next step. So that's why we will consider another equation. So dy by dt at point x1 y1 is equal to 8 times dx by dt at point x1 y1. Means at this point y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinates. So you can write dy by dt is equal to 8 times dx by dt. This is the meaning of that given relation between the rate of change of y coordinate and rate of change of x coordinate. So that's why it is written like this at point x1 y1. So consider it as equation number 3. Now since x1 y1, this point lies on the curve. See, x1 y1 is the point on that curve. So what will you write? So that's why it satisfies this equation, that is 6y is equal to x cube plus 2. So in place of that you can write 6y1 is equal to x1 cube plus 2. So let us consider this one as equation number 4. See here, equation number 3 indicates the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate, and as point x1 y1 lies on the curve, we get the another equation. Now also we know that here from equation number 2 you can write 6 times dy by dt at point x1 y1 is equal to 3x1 square dx by dt at point x1 y1. Means just this second equation, this equation number 2 at point x1 y1 can be written as like this, particularly at point x1 y1. So by the equation number 2 we get the equation number 5 like this. Now see here, from equation number 3 and from equation number 4. Now see here, dy by dt means what? It is 8 times dx by dt. So you can write it here. So see here, equation number 5 becomes, see, 6 as it is, and in place of dy by dt at point x1 y1 we will put, from the equation number 3 we will write 8 times dx by dt at point x1 y1 is equal to 3x1 square into dx by dt at point x1 y1. Now if you solve this, then just you will get, see here, dx by dt will get cancelled, and you will get 3x1 square is equal to 48. That's why you will get x1 square is equal to 16. That is x1 is equal to plus or minus 4. That's why we get the x coordinate of that point that is plus 4 and minus 4. Now from the equation number 4 we will find out the value of y1. Now if x1 is equal to 4, then what will be the value of y1? So just you put the value of x1 is equal to 4 in equation number 4, then you will get 6y1 is equal to 4 cube plus 2, and 4 cube plus 2 means 66. So 6y1 is equal to 66 means y1 is equal to 11. Means you can say that whenever x1 is equal to 4, y1 is equal to 11. Similarly, when x1 is equal to minus 4, you will get this 6y1 is equal to minus 4 cube plus 2. Minus 4 cube plus 2 means minus 62. That is 6y1 is equal to minus 62. That is y1 is equal to minus of 62 upon 6, and by simplifying you will get minus of 31 upon 3. That means x1 is equal to minus 4, then y1 is equal to minus 31 upon 3. So we get 2 points. There are 2 points. One is 411 and another one is minus 4 and minus 31 upon 3, where the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. See the question, we have to find the points of the curve at which y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. So we get the points. So hence you can say that the required points are 4, 11 and minus 4, minus 31 upon 3. Okay, see how to solve this. Here y coordinate is changing means it is dy by dt, and x coordinate is changing means it is dx by dt. So that's why there is a relation that dy by dt is equal to 8 times dx by dt. And by considering the point x1, y1, we rewrite this equation or this equation. Okay, and then by solving and simplifying we get the points on the curve, or you can say required points on the curve, where y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. So these are 3 important questions on the concept derivative as a rate measure. Thank you.